Hockey fans, welcome to the Rookie Hockey Talk Show. How are you guys doing? I want to start off by saying Happy New Year's to everyone. Happy New Year's, Maximus. Can you tell me a little bit about your New Year's party?
It was pretty fun. Right after I got better from being sick, I had a lot of family over and had a good time.
Mine was also fantastic. I had a lot of fun time. I got to spend time with my grandparents, my cousins, my friends, and I had this awesome tournament in Estero, Florida, in the Florida Hertz Arena, and I got second place, unfortunately, but lose the medal. It looks super cool. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I had a lot of fun in that tournament, and I want to thank everybody in the Florida International Holiday Tournament and all the staff there because I had so much fun. Max, I heard you were supposed to make it. What happened?
Yeah, I was sick during that time. I was sick on Christmas Day and for a week after there. So I'm sure if I was in that tournament, I would have had a lot of fun.
I'm sorry about that, Maximus. I hope you're feeling better now. But I was playing with the RedLine Hockey Academy. And speaking of RedLine, our guest today is one of the founders of RedLine. He's also the head coach of 6CU AA Florida Furies and 6CU-A. Guys, everyone, make some noise for Jason Shoats. Hey, Coach, how are you?
Great, JP. Good to be here.
So, I'm really grateful that you're here. I know you have a lot of practices to do, and somehow you found the time to be here with us, so I'm really appreciative of that.
I'm honored.
All right, let's start it off. Who do you like better, Florida Panthers or Pittsburgh Penguins?
Well, growing up in Pittsburgh, I believe black and gold, man. And in Pittsburgh Penguins, that's my team and always will be.
Speaking of Pittsburgh, how was it like playing hockey there? And did you ever play any other sports? Tell me about your career in Pittsburgh.
Yes, grew up in Pittsburgh and I started out playing baseball when I was little, obviously hockey, basketball, football. Pretty much played all the sports and excelled in baseball and hockey, and just basically went right through high school and left in just about every sport I could, and that's pretty much it.
Coach, do you have any superstitions?
Do I have any superstitions? I am extremely superstitious. Before our hockey games, I have to put my right skate on first. I could never put my left skate on first. My right skate always had to be on first, and every time I jumped on the ice, I had to hop over the left blue line with my left skate. That never changed, ever. And any game that I ever did when I was little all the way up, for whatever reason, that had to stay with me, and God forbid I missed or I'd end up getting hurt that game, or, trust me, very superstitious.
How was your superstitious, Maxim?
I don't have any, really.
I mean, I don't really have any, but like, let's say I go to a game and I do good that game and I win that game. The next day or the next game, I'll try to do like the same routine and stuff like that. But I don't have like an exact superstition that I do every single game. But what was the hardest skill for you to develop in hockey? And how can RedLine Hockey Academy help other players develop?
The hardest skill. The hardest skill is basically your work regimen. It's how you work as a player off and on the ice. You gotta work off ice, and you gotta put the time in. Okay, that's a very important to get strong. You gotta put the time in. You have to do your off ice. You have to do your weight training. You have to do your endurance. That also translates to you being on the ice. It's the same thing as when you get on the ice. You got to give 110% at all times, regardless of what you do, if you want to be a serious hockey player. So when you're practicing, you always got to play like you're playing it as a game, 100%. Always come prepared. You got to be smart, and you got to listen to your coaches. It's very, very, very important. That'll get you to become a good hockey player. Cannot be lazy.
So I know it takes a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of steps into making high school hockey and college hockey. Can you tell me a little bit how those steps were for you?
Again, a lot of hard work. The off ice, I'm telling you, the off ice right now is a crucial moment for a 13, 14, and 15-year-old. This is where it gets crucial. You have to put the time in. You got to get stronger, which will translate to you be on the ice being stronger. The off ice will 100% help you be stronger on the ice. You got to put the time in. Your skill work, you 100%, 110% have to always work on your hands, your feet transition, and your skating. Okay, not just the practice part, but these are the things that you got to do on your own time also to do skills, camps, skills, anything that can actually make your game better. So when you get into the practice and you're getting into your systems and your coaches that you're playing for, that's where it's going to keep leveling you up one after another. And those are the things you have to work on. So if you're weak at something, if you're weak at a skating part, or you're weak at doing foot transition, or you're weak at skating backwards, or you're weak at, checking, or there's things that you need to actually get better at. These are things you got to build on your strengths, and you got to fix the weaknesses little by little, and that's how you level up. And if you can't level up, you're going to stay straight, and then basically it's going to hurt you. But these are things that you got to work on as a player.
Out of all those steps, nowadays, what would you do differently? And how do you translate that to the other players in the RedLine Hockey Academy?
What would I do different if I was myself growing up?
Yeah.
Cool. It was a different time. Today you have better equipment. Today you have better, obviously the skates are better, the sticks are lighter, the equipment's lighter. Today's player has everything at their fingertips. This game is built for fast and speed. So if I would go back to where I was back then, I would probably get faster and build on speed, foot transition, and skating. Because once you have this down, then you work on your other skill sets, and that's how you can level up. An amazing skater can learn the other skill sets with their hands, everything else, and they can move forward. So skating is key. That's the most key.
Can you tell me a little bit about the RedLine Select team and what are the steps to getting in it?
For RedLine Select teams, well, we actually run tournaments. I've got our team manager of all the teams here, and what we like to do is we like to pick kids that want to come and skate. They want to play hard. They're going to be playing with kids from other rinks, whether they're from the Panthers, the Breakers, the Fury, the Wolves, wherever they are across the state. They come together, they play together, we practice, and what we do is we like to offer each kid a chance to play on a good tournament team, good other players, and basically they understand what RedLine's all about. What RedLine wants to do is offer these kids not just the skill sets from spring and summer and do the camps and the check-in clinics and the transitions and the skating, but we want to give them a chance to actually go and travel to Clearwater tournaments, to Pittsburgh, to Boston, to these Nashville, to these tournaments we go to. And what this does for the kids is they get to learn from other kids that have different skill sets than they have, and they can see it in front of them, and that can actually help them and that can get them forward.
All right.
We have 6 banners, 6 championships in AA, AAA level last year, just in one summer, and that's playing AA, AAA. So that's a pretty good feat.
How was it like coaching at the AAA level and even playing in that type of division?
Coaching at the AAA level was really, really challenging, but it was gratifying because I had the players that were already molded and just phenomenal hockey players, and it was actually pretty easy to coach, putting in a good system, and basically they made my job easy. It was fun, and it's some of the best times I ever had coaching at a AAA level.
What are some coaching successes you've had over the years?
To go back to your other question, playing also, I wanted to give you this. To get from an A level to a AA level to a AAA level, and growing up like that and getting into that kind of a speed and environment with kids that can play like you and have that same kind of intensity and same kind of level was probably the best time of my life playing. I miss those times, just to give you that. But so I'll go back to your other question.
What are some coaching successes you've had over the years?
Coaching successes. I've had many. This last 2 or 3 years, we've had USHL drafts, some OHL drafts, a bunch of elite junior major premier, couple NCDCs, null picks that have played with me since they've been 9, 10 years old. They've played with me across the board, whether they were in camps or playing on my teams over the past 30 years. And rubbing the fact that these kids have all gone away. And even like I said last night, I had 2 of my Nashville kids that were playing up in elite premier level, and they came and skated with my 16 blue Fury team, which, you know, it's just to see them go from like little kids, 9, 10 years old that I've had, to 18-year-old, 17, 18-year-old junior players. You know, it's gratifying as a coach, and they're family to me. They're like my sons. You know, we've been family for years and years, and to be instrumental in their success and push them even further is it's the best thing I could ever ask for in hockey. That's why I do it.
I heard you scored in an NHL game. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, I did. I played in a little series. It was a Miami Heart Institute series. They sponsored our team, a bunch of good junior, minor, some D1 players, and I played with Coach Andre and some of the other guys, and we played against some of the Panthers in the scrimmage. And yes, Ed was there. Ed played. Jovanovski and a couple of the other guys are there from the Panthers. And yeah, I had 2 in the one game and 1 in another game. Yes.
What was your biggest hockey accomplishment?
Biggest hockey accomplishment was back when I was at the Sharpshooters, Glacier, which is now Rink on the Beach, Fury, but it was the Glacier Sharpshooters. I took a Bantam team of throwaways that nobody really wanted on their other teams, and some tried out for AA, did not make it, and basically pieced them all together. I kept them together in spring and summer. I put them on the ice 5 hours a week, and by the time fall even hit, my team was probably the best passing team, one of them in the country at the time. We went undefeated. We didn't lose a game in Seehoff. We didn't lose a game in States. We won 5 AA tournaments, and we won 1 AAA tournament. And to this day, they're like my sons. 9 of them are playing away, juniors, junior majors. And I'm in the same group chat with these kids. They played with me for 7 straight years. And to this day, they'll still text me in the group chats. I'm still coach. They still come to my RedLine. They're my source of helping the smaller kids. They skate with the smaller kids. They're there all spring and summer, and it's family. And we were literally ranked in the A division as a #1 team ranked in the whole country. And I think we were in AA, AAA level as an A team. I think we were in the top 40 or 30, something in that range. Wow. And it was a pretty good thing. And then after that season, we stayed together all the way up. And most gratifying as a coach I've ever had. That team, they hold a real deep place in my heart.
JP, let me ask you a question. How do you feel as Coach Shoats being your coach for the little time?
Well, he always talks about stuff, talks to us and comfort us into telling him what problems we're having on the ice and stuff. I feel like I can always rely on him into whatever I need. He always tells me what I'm missing. He's always really honest about, let's say I need to work on my hands. He'll always tell me what I need to do to get better at it, and he'll always tell me that I need to get better at it. And yeah, I find it super fun every time we do hitting clinics, we do the RedLine tournaments. I always have such fun times because I get to play with a lot I get to play with a lot bigger kids, I guess, and another coach, because I like having experiences from other coaches and stuff. And yeah, your practices are a lot harder. You put me to work a lot. Like, you put me to skate a lot, everything. But it always just gets me a lot better. And yeah, I'm super grateful when we always have you as a coach and stuff for the RedLine tournaments and stuff. Can you tell me a little bit about your CCAC Allegheny?
Allegheny. Yeah.
Allegheny.
Yeah, it was just the first year we did a college team, and we did a. It was the first year. It was cool because I got to play with a lot of my friends, and we played against some D3 teams up north, and it was fun. It was fun. Lots of good times. Lots of goals. Lots of goal scoring, but fun. Good time. But you remember all the good times, JP. You remember the things I remember the most about hockey. It's not that we win state championships up north or college hockey and goals, and what I remember the most is the kids that I've coached and the kids that I level up to get them to the next level, and to see them grow into these amazing hockey players. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Enough with all the seriousness. Now we're gonna have a little fun. Yeah, so we say this.
Mm-hmm.
These are gonna be kind of a punishment if you don't answer the questions. We're gonna give you some questions, and you can choose if you want to answer them or not answer them. But if you don't, you're gonna have to eat one of these cans.
Okay.
But if you do answer, please don't answer. Me and Maximus are gonna have to each get a candy and put it in our mouth. And if you don't answer 5 questions, you'll have to put all 5 of them in your mouth, and just keep it on and try to talk with it in your mouth. So all I want to say is good luck. That's it. You ready? Who is your worst player right now?
Terrible question. I know that answer, but I'm going to have to plead the fifth on this one.
Good luck.
And I know whoever's watching this knows, and I know who you are, but I'm not going to say your name. Oh, boy, because it's just going to be great.
I can feel it. Maximus.
Who is your best player right now?
Oh, that's terrible. Who is my best player?
Yeah.
Rephrase that question.
Who is your best player on your team right now?
Who is my favorite player or my best player?
Or your favorite?
Benny McLean. Benny McLean, my captain.
Oh, my hands are sweaty from thinking about it.
Is it up to stay in my mouth?
Right. The whole time.
Oh, that's so bad.
This is hard over.
Oh, God.
Oh, kind of. I was hoping it just didn't open, but.
And the reason I picked Ben McLean, just so you know, he's played for me since he's been 9, 10 years old, and he wasn't always a good hockey player. He struggled, and I benched him from the beginning, and he never complained. Just so you know, JP, he never complained. And he worked his way into my good graces, and he's my captain this year for a reason, because of his work ethic on and off the ice and on that bench. Pretty bad, huh?
Yeah, Eric.
Have you ever faked being sick to get out of hockey practice?
When I was younger?
I'm struggling to open mine.
When I was younger?
Yeah.
Yes. The answer is yes. Here, I'll open it for you, Jack.
We have to open it
There you
because
go.
you said yes. You answered.
Yeah, no, I'm giving you the yellow one. That's fine.
Thank you, Coach.
I answer, go.
I have to put through.
There, let me get you another one. So the answer to that question, yes, I did. And I did it once. I faked it once. I faked one time, JP. One time, buddy. Once. Right? One time. I'm looking forward to this.
The grape strawberries. It gets good after.
I'm not having the best time right now.
Don't worry, it gets better. Once it wears off, it gets better.
Got the beginning.
Let me ask you a question. How sour is that right now?
Not that sour.
Oh.
Have you ever lied to your coach to protect a teammate?
Unfortunately, yes, I did. I was the captain of one of my high school teams, and I made a mistake. If I could go back to this day, I probably wouldn't have. But yes, I did. I lied for one of my teammates. There you go. Let me open another one for both of you.
Oh man, you got that one. About it.
That is good after.
Once it wears off, it's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beginning was hard though. While it's not, it's pretty bad. I'm gonna ask the question before I,
Go for it.
Right. What's the worst piece of advice you ever gave to a player during a game, and that you later regretted?
Whoa. Worst piece of advice. It was probably to my son, Nick. And I put him back in the game when I shouldn't have. It was in Dallas last year when we were playing in National Showcase. And I knew he was hurt, but he came over to me and I told him, I'm like, do you want to play or not? And he's like, I'm not coming out of the game. And I'm like, so he went back out, got hurt again. He came in and I told him, I'm like, well, you wanted to play in the game. I'm like, suck it up. Made the mistake. And I had to get him, he's been wearing a knee brace ever since. Okay. So I probably would have shelved him, but it was my son kind of wanted me to put him back in, but I regret that.
Start from the candy question.
Yeah, you guys can have
I need another one. This big, I like him. I don't want another one.
You got it. Can you give me a pass?
You can have a pass. I'm just gonna skate you on Friday night.
It's fine. I got it.
Don't worry.
I got it.
You should not skate you a little bit. That's all right. Good for you. Put it down.
Okay. So you put me through a lot of struggle
I'm sorry.
right now. So I have something else for you. Okay. This doesn't look as good as it seems. Trust me. His work did sad. Oh, no. So, this is called the soy sauce challenge. I'm sure you're gonna love it. But, so, in one glass, there's gonna be coffee. In the other one, there's gonna be soy sauce. And I'm gonna ask you a question. And if you don't answer, you're gonna have to drink one. But you won't know which one's which. You won't, know if one is coffee. I won't even know. So it has to be elective yes.
Yeah, you're not filling them up all the way, are you? Halfway.
All right.
Let's see. Well, look away.
You're gonna skate me? If I go all the way, you're gonna skate me more.
Oh, 100%. So you better go halfway. That'll just be a little torture for you.
Is this good?
That's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
From both of them, so
What?
Oh. Is it Cuban coffee?
He caught.
I like it.
you have to look away when he mixes up in there.
Oh yeah. Make sure he's not looking at it. I think he'll be able to know which one it is. He was super upset. And I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put it like this. Okay? You don't have permission to look. So, one, don't look too closely. You'll hear effect. 1 and 2. 3.
Which one's one? I'll take the one.
You'll take one. Good luck.
But what's the question?
Oh, yeah.
I might answer it.
Out of all the coaches in a local rink, which one can you just not stand and you think are doing bad for the kids?
Wow. I can answer this question to a T, but I'm going to say that a lot of the coaches have their own style regardless. Each one brings something different to the table. You got some really, really good coaching in South Florida. You got really good coaches out there, and they really care about the players. They care about the kids and the development. There are some that obviously aren't my favorites, but there are some amazing coaches out there from each and every rink, and it's nice to see. It's good. It's good to see good, coaching and mentorship with these kids. I'm not going to answer that question, and I could answer that question, and the person that actually is probably watching this probably knows who they are in my mind. And I'm not going to say who they are, but everybody, as far as the coaching is concerned, got a lot of good stuff down there. But
You have to take a full shot.
Yeah. Nothing left. Good luck.
coffee,
Coffee. Could you like it?
love it.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Take
Coach,
Tastes of red.
thank you very much. I'm super appreciative that, you're in the show. And actually, can you tell me a little bit about the fundraiser that you had last year?
That would be, we had a fundraiser where I was sick. I got sick last year and still sick today. And Tara, which is, RedLine team manager, and put together a fundraiser to help me get through my blood transfusions and my infusions and my blood clots that I'm currently going through. So, and I'm still going to be battling that for the next probably 6 months to a year, but keep battling. And it's been a rough year, but you know what? You guys know I'm at the rink. You guys know that I'm a trooper, Superman. I'll be out there doing my thing, and but I'm grateful to Redline, Tara, and the others that put it together for me. It was a very very touching for me.
Are we still able to find that fundraiser?
On the website, yeah.
All right. Do you guys have any social medias for Redline Hockey Academy?
Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. I don't know if do we have Twitter? No. But yes, we do. And the thing, right now, Jay, with the social media, and what we like to do is when we have our hitting clinics, which you've been a part of, you have not yet. And when we have like the skill sets on the small ice, or I have the big ice where I run standard practices, standard skating, skill sets on that ice also. We post videos of, I'm sure you've seen them on our site. We've posted videos. I would like PSSN to start coming to those clinics so they can actually televise show and video these. These are vital to kids in South Florida. Nowadays, guys, what I see, and especially with hitting clinics are key to a kid's development, because you need to learn. It's not about giving the hit. It's not about going and crushing someone. It's about taking the hit and properly hitting someone in a game where you're not hitting someone from behind to get a 2 and 10 penalty minute, hurting someone's neck, or blowing someone else up in the middle of the ice. It's not about that. It's about receiving the hits so you do not get injured. And that's what I teach the kids. How to go in to take the hit. Don't turn your hands in. You'll break your wrists. How to skate through the puck. Don't turn into the boards or you smash your head off the boards. These are things that Redline wants to help all kids in all areas. So I'll get them from Miami. I get them from the Toros to the Wolves to the Panthers to the Fury to the Breakers to the Hawks. They all come. And these are the things, like your team, your current teams, you need to start understanding. These are the fundamentals that are going to give you the stepping, the blocks, to step up and raise your games.
And Coach, I have a special gift for you.
Love
We're going to hang on the show.
Oh.
Here you go.
I love it. JP Hockey, baby. I'm wearing it.
Thank you so much for being on the show, Coach.
Thank you.
And guys, we have a white line visa. You can access it on our website. You can buy it. And then we also have that one that only our special guests can get, just like Coach Shoats. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
And Jay, can I add this one last thing? Did you want to read that so you can just tell them about the spring program?
Spring program 2023, March 20 to June 8th. On the regular beach, March 20, June 7th, Monday and Wednesday, 24 sessions, $999 or $50. Drop-in fee, 1 hour, group 1, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and group 2, 7:10 p.m. to 8:10 p.m. Palm Beach Iceworks, March 21, June 8th, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1.5 hours, Tuesdays, 5 or 6:15 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. and Thursdays, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. 24 sessions, $1,250 and $65 drop-in fee. 12 weeks, 2 locations.
And also on this, guys, just we will be doing tournament teams in the 14s, 16s, 18s divisions, and I believe we're also going to be on the 12 division this year. These are invites, and basically what we will do is we will have practices, and we will have tryouts for each one of these, and looking forward to seeing everybody come out to the spring and give it their best.
Thank you so much, Coach. And again, thank all of you for watching the JP Hockey Talk Show. See you on the next one.